Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to continue with our new chapter, that is the accounting for not-for-profit earning organization. And today we are going to learn about some peculiar items. Okay, we are going to learn about some peculiar items that comes in the income and expenditure account. So before getting into that, we should know what are the basic concepts involved in the income and expenditure account. So basically, an income and expenditure account, as we have learned in the first class, that uh, income and expenditure account is just a picture of profit and loss account that we prepare in a profit earning organization. Okay, that is similar to that. So the qualities of that profit and loss account will be available, or we can see that in the income and expenditure account also. So first of all, the first thing that we should know is that only current year items, okay, remember that only current year items will come in the income and expenditure account. ठीक है, सिर्फ करंट ईयर वाला आएगा, प्रीवियस वाला पिछले साल वाला नहीं आएगा, नेक्स्ट ईयर वाले आइटम्स नहीं आएगा. That will be deducted and will be removed from the income and expenditure account. Only and only transactions and items which are related to the current year, जो current year में मिलना चाहिए या करंट ईयर से रिलेटेड है, वही आएगा. ओके, लास्ट ईयर वाला पैसा जो इस साल मिला है उसको हम लोग हटा देंगे. नेक्स्ट ईयर वाला पैसा इस साल एडवांस में मिल गया, उसको भी हटा देंगे. Only and only current year items will be taken. Then both cash as well as outstanding, due, accrued, ये सब के सब आइटम आएंगे. जैसे रिसिप्ट एंड पेमेंट अकाउंट में क्या था, ओनली कैश आइटम. यहाँ पे वैसा नहीं है, यहाँ पे कैश भी आएगा, outstanding and due also will come here. Okay, cash, both cash, non-cash, all the items will be coming here. Right? The next one, revenue items will come in the income and expenditure account. Only revenue item. ठीक है, सिर्फ रेवेन्यू आइटम आएगा यहाँ पे. क्लियर? कैपिटल आइटम्स विल नॉट कम. ओके, रिमेंबर, कैपिटल आइटम विल नॉट कम. कैपिटल आइटम्स नहीं आता है. सिर्फ इस साल वाला जो रिकरिंग आइटम्स होते हैं, जो करंट ईयर में एक बार, मतलब सिर्फ करंट ईयर का ही नहीं बल्कि एक साल में बार बार रिपीट जो होता है, उसी को हम लोग पकड़ेंगे बस. ओके, ओनली दोज आइटम्स व्हिच विल बी repeating itself, that is the recurring items, will be coming in the income and expenditure account. Capital item like purchase of asset, then donation received for specific purpose, those things will not come in the income and expenditure account. Clear? And one more point that you should know is that all income will be placed in the credit side. All income credit side. Okay, and all expenditure will be coming in the debit side. Okay, ये nominal account होता है. It is a nominal account. Remember that receipts and payment account is a nominal account. That is why all income in the credit side, all expenses in the, all the expenditure in the debit side. So this is the basic rules of income and expenditure account. Clear? Now we will be learning about the treatment of special items. So there are some peculiar items which are specially found in the not-for-profit earning organizations. So how to treat that in the income and expenditure account. Okay, so we'll start with subscription. We'll learn about subscription, how it is treated. So subscription basically talks about the amount of money that a member pays for getting upgradation or to renew his membership in their organization. है कि नहीं? मेंबरशिप को रिन्यू करने के लिए जो पैसा दिया जाता है उसको सब्सक्रिप्शन बोला जाता है. ठीक है, सब्सक्राइब किया है सर्विसेज को. So here is a question. Let's start with that. What is that? As per the receipts and payment account for the year ended 31st of March 2015, the subscription received were 2,50,000 and additional information were as follows. Okay, receipts and payment account showed that we are having a subscription of 2,50,000. We have received a subscription of 2,50,000 as on 31st of March 2015. This shows that total amount of subscription that we have received on 31st of March 2015 is 2,50,000. Okay, the additional informations are like this. Subscription outstanding on 1/4/2014 was 50,000, whereas subscription outstanding on 31st of March 2015 was 35,000. Subscription received in advance as on 1st of January 2014 was this much, that is 25,000, and subscription received in advance on 31st of March 2015 was 30,000. And in addition to that, the information that is given is that ascertain the amount of income from subscription for the year ended 31st of March for the year 2014-15 and show how it will appear in the opening and the closing balance sheet. Okay, we have to show the treatment of all these things in the opening and closing balance sheet also. Okay, so before we get into it, let me give you the guidelines of how to treat it. So first of all, what you have to write, income or expenditure, whatever the item it is. Okay, let's take it for income. Okay, income received, income received, we are going to take it on the basis of income. If it is expenditure also, on the basis of that also you can do same thing. Okay, the treatment will be this formula will be applicable in both the case. As per receipts and payment account, RNP. Okay, receipts and payment account. Okay, income received as per receipts and payment account, whatever the amount will be there. I'm just marking it start. Okay, this refers to the amount. In addition with that, what we will do, we are going to add up. There's something to be added, something to be deducted. What are the things to be added? First of all, add income outstanding, whatever the income is there, income outstanding at the end, or you can say income outstanding for the current year, for the current year, current year. Okay, whatever the income is outstanding for the current year. Then coming to the next one, again it will be add item, add income received in advance, income received in advance in last year. Okay, whatever the income you have received in advance in the last year, that will be added, because if it has been received last year, that means it is the income of this year, right? Last year को advance था मतलब इस साल का पैसा है, so that will be added. And again last one will be any amount of money. Okay, here we are not going to take that I will take in the case of expenditures. There are some specific items to that we will be learning that. So whatever the items will be there, that will be added up here. Okay, last we are going to add these items, and now we are going to find out what are the items to be deducted. Okay, what are the items to be deducted? So in that, what you have, less, first is subscription outstanding at the beginning of the year. Okay, subscription outstanding at the beginning of the year. You should remember that. It's not only that, along with that you should remember that subscription for last year received in this year. Okay, these are the two things you should remember. Subscription for last year received in current year. If it is last year subscription received in current year, that will be deducted. Okay, that will be deducted. And remember that better to keep these items in the inner column. Okay, why to keep it in inner column? Because it will be easy to calculate. Okay, it will be very easy to calculate if we keep it in the inner column. Okay, so we will keep it in the inner column before taking it in the outer column. Okay, then again the less item will be one more there. There's one more less item, that is subscription received in advance. I'm taking subscription. It will be better if you take any income. Okay, income, that will be far better than subscription. It will be good if we take income. it will give a clear picture. Otherwise student might be getting confused that whether there is what is subscription, what is income, what will be treatment with other income then. So I'm keeping it income. So income refers to all the things. Okay, here all the items of income, as well as this will be applicable with expenditure also. As we do, I'll explain to you. So in case of subscription also you can apply. In case of any outstanding item also, like salaries and all expenditure also, you can apply it. Okay, I'll show you how it will be applicable there. So here comes the last one, less income received in advance in, okay, income received in advance. Okay, income received in advance in current year. Okay, income received in advance in current year. Okay, so then we are going to get whatever the minus item will be there, this will be going as, better to keep it in the bracket. Then the total will be coming here. That is a minus figure. Okay, that will be nothing but our subscription. Okay, this will be nothing but our subscription, total subscription for the current year. Total subscription for the current year. Okay, total subscription for the current year. Okay, this will be how, this is how we are going to solve it. मतलब क्या होता है यहाँ पे देखो कि इनकम जो भी रिसीव हुआ है, okay, again I am mentioning subscription, don't get confused, it is referring to any income. Okay, so सबसे पहले क्या है, just try to understand income received as per receipts and payment account, that is the total income whatever you have received. Okay, total amount of the money. From there what you will do, we are going to add up those money which is related to current year but it is not yet received. Okay, income outstanding for the current year. Okay, whatever money we are going to receive for this year but we have not received yet, that we are going to add. And again we are going to add the amount of advance that we received last year, because if you have received last year, that is relating to current year. Okay, that is relating to current year. If you want to specify, you can specify here, related to current year, related to current year. Okay, so all the items which are received in the last year as advance, and if it is relating to current year, it will be added up. After that, we'll get total subscription from here. From that, you have to deduct the income which or the amount of money which is related to last year. Okay, if we have received in this year, like suppose there might be 5,000 rupees of last year which you are supposed to receive this year, and you have received whole of the 5,000, then pura ka pura 5,000 will be deducted from here. But if it is like this, that the last year amount was 5,000, you have received only 4,000. You were supposed to receive 5,000 but you received only 4,000, then only 4,000 will be deducted from here. तो लास्ट ईयर का जितना पैसा बाकी है उसमें से जो रिसीव किए हो इस साल उतना ही माइनस करना है. अगर बता के नहीं दिया तो एज्यूम किया जाता है कि पूरा का पूरा रिसीव हो गया है और पूरा का पूरा यहाँ से माइनस हो जाता है. If it is not mentioned that last year's money, how much you have received this year, no information is there that indicates that whole amount of last year has been received. So this whole amount will be deducted. Okay. That is why I have mentioned this income outstanding at the beginning of the year. If there is no information, then whole of the income which is outstanding at the beginning of the year, that will be deducted. Then at last we have to deduct the income which is received in advance in the current year. The income received in advance in the current year. So income received in advance in the current year will be deducted because it is again related to next year. Current year advance means it is related to next year, so it will be deducted. So after that we are getting total income from current year. Okay, this will be our information that we are going to show in the income and expenditure account. Okay, income as per income and expenditure account. Okay, that will be called income as per income and expenditure account. Whatever the income is there. Okay, so if it is subscription, so it will be subscription as per income and expenditure account. If it is some other income, there will be some other treatment. Okay, so some other name will be there, right? So this is how it will be shown. So now let's go to the practical question. What is their treatment of subscription? As per receipts and payment account for the year ended 31st of March 2015, the subscription was received 2,50,000. Clear? That is the receipts and payment account, pehla wala. Okay, that is income received as per income receipts and payment account. It is 2,50,000. Additional information was given like this. Let's find out whatever will be the addition deduction. We are going to make a note on that. Okay, so let's find out one by one. Subscription outstanding on 1/4/2014. You can see our current year ends on 31st March 2015, right? So here it is told subscription outstanding at the beginning, because 1/4/2014 is the beginning. So beginning of the year was 50,000. And let's see whether it is told that how much money we have received from that. Let's see. Subscription certain, no, there is no information. That means whole of 50,000 has been related to last year. Okay, has been received in this year. Okay, relates to last year, has been received this year, so it will be deducted. Whole amount will be deducted. Why it will be deducted? Because it is related to last year. Okay, it is related to last year, and it is not told how much we are going to receive and all, so it will be deducted as a whole. So then coming to the next one, subscription outstanding on 31st March 2015. So current year outstanding. This was last year's outstanding. 1/4/2014 means beginning of the year. That means last year's outstanding. So there are two treatments. Okay, let me tell you all the things, because here we can see that it is told ascertain the amount of income from subscription. Okay, I'll better show you one by one, otherwise you'll be confused. So let's go one by one first. The subscription part I guess you have understood up to here, that subscription outstanding at the beginning of the year, it will be deducted 50,000 because of the reason that this whole 50,000 is received in this year. How did we come to that conclusion? Because there is no other information whether it has been received this year or last year. Sorry, how much amount has been received this year. So that is why whole of the 50,000 will be deducted. In the same way, next year, next point, that is subscription outstanding on 31st March 2015 of 35,000. It is relating to current year outstanding. So whole of this money will be added because this is current year's outstanding. So current year outstanding related to current year item, so it will be added. Then coming to the next one, subscription received in advance on 1/4/2004. That is last year's advance. Okay, in the beginning of the year, if you are saying, that means last year's advance was 25,000. So obviously it is relating to current year, so it will be added. Okay, this will be added. Then coming to the next one, subscription received in advance as on 31st of March 2015. So this year's advance. So now this year, if you are receiving advance, so it will be relating to next year, so it will be deducted, right? It will be deducted. Clear? So these are the treatment in the income and expenditure account. So after that, what is told is ascertain the amount of income from subscription for the year 2014-15 and show the relevant items of subscription appearing in the opening and closing balance sheet. That we'll see later. First of all, we'll finish the income and expenditure part. Let's find out what is the income. So what is our base? The total, that is the subscription received as per the receipts and payment account, 2,50,000. So let's start. So we'll start with that. Subscription received as per the receipts and payment account, it is 2,50,000. Okay, it is 2,50,000. So we have written subscription received as per receipts and payment account 2,50,000 is done. Then let's see what are the add items. We'll write first subscription outstanding on 31st March 2015, 35,000. Add subscription outstanding on 31st March 2015, 35,000 added. Clear? Then what is the next add item here? Subscription received in advance on 1/4/2014, 25,000 that will come. So add subscription received in advance on 1/4/2014, 25,000 it has come. Clear? Okay. So after that, once the item has been received, then all the plus items are over. Then we'll go with the minus item. All the plus items over. Then we'll go with the minus item. What is there? Subscription outstanding on 1/4/2014, 50,000. That will be deducted. So less subscription outstanding on 1/4/2014, 50,000 deducted. Right. So what I will do is that, as I have taught you, I'll show you this. Show these items in the inner column. Okay, there is some page setup problem. So what I will do is I'll put it in the bracket, and one by one I will show you. That will also be okay. There's no problem in that. So once deduction is done, it is 2,60,000. Then coming to the next item, that is subscription received in advance on 31st March 2015, that is 30,000. That will also be deducted. So less subscription received in advance on 31st March 2015, 30,000, that also will be deducted. Right. So coming to that, after that it comes 2,30,000. This is nothing but income from subscription for the year 2014-15. Okay, income from subscription for the year 2014-15, 2,30,000. Here, this is what will be shown in the income and expenditure account. I'll just mark it, income and expenditure account. Okay, this is how it will be shown. Then let's see what is the treatment that will be shown in the balance sheet, in the opening balance sheet and the closing balance sheet. As a whole, we can do at a time. Let's find out first thing here. What is the first item? The subscription that is received in the receipts and payment account. So it will not come anywhere because it is just a part of the cash book. So it will not come in the opening or the closing balance sheet. We have to see what is the next one. Subscription outstanding on 1/4/2014. So it is last year's outstanding, right? So last year's outstanding, that means it will come in the opening balance sheet. Opening balance sheet. Okay, because it is last year's outstanding, मतलब last year का पैसा जो receive करना बाकी था, तो ये last year का asset था, इसी के लिए opening balance sheet. Clear? The subscription outstanding on 31st March 2015. This year's outstanding, that means this will be coming under closing balance sheet, right? Closing balance sheet, because this is current year's outstanding. Clear? Then again, subscription received in advance on 1/4/2014. लास्ट ईयर का एडवांस था. So लास्ट ईयर का एडवांस मिला, मतलब लास्ट ईयर का क्या था? एसेट या लायबिलिटी? लायबिलिटी, right? Because it was last year's liability. So last year's liability means what will happen? Last year's liability means it will be coming in the opening balance sheet. First thing, it will come in the opening balance sheet. Which side? Remember, it will come in the liability side because advance tha, right? Here it will come in the asset side because it is asset. This will also come in the asset side because it is asset, right? Let me just adjust it. Okay, I'll just making an adjustment here so that there will be no problem with the space. Okay, so that is the thing. Now one more thing, it will come in the opening. Yeah, then coming to the next one, subscription received in advance on 31st March 2015, मतलब इस साल का है ना, right? So again this will come in the closing balance sheet. Okay, this will come in the closing balance sheet liability side. Why it will come in the closing balance sheet liability side? Because this year's advance, that means This year's advance means relates to next year money. So if I receive any income in advance, income received in advance is a liability. That is why it will be coming in the liability side. And why closing liability? Because this year's liability. So closing liability. This was last year's liability, so it will be coming in the opening liability, opening balance sheet liability side. Clear? Clear? Now what we will do, we'll prepare the opening balance sheet first. So first of all, as we prepare the opening balance sheet, we'll see what is there. What will come in the asset side? Subscription outstanding 50,000. No need to mention the date. And again, what will come in the liability side? Subscription received in advance on 1/4/2014. Two things. So let's see. Opening balance sheet. Balance sheet as on 31st March. They are giving it 31st March. It is referring to 1st of April. Okay, it is referring to 1st of April. There's no problem in that. Okay, don't get confused because this is relating to the same thing, same concept. The conception is same here. So let's see what is there. Subscription received in advance will be in the liability side, 25,000, and subscription outstanding of 50,000 will be in the asset side. This is how it is placed in the opening balance sheet. This is nothing but the opening balance sheet. Okay, now let's see what will be coming in the closing balance sheet. In the closing balance sheet, we what are the items we are getting? First is subscription outstanding 35,000, and the liability side will be subscription received in advance 30,000. So let's see closing balance sheet. It's the closing balance sheet. What is there? So in the asset side we have subscription outstanding 35,000, and in the liability side we have subscription received in advance. Okay, subscription received in advance 30,000. This is how it will be placed. Okay, I hope all of you have understood. This is how subscription received in advance the current year will be placed in the liability side 30,000, and subscription outstanding of 35,000 will be placed in the asset side. No need to do the totaling, nothing to do the balancing. There's no balancing in the balance sheet, so don't do that. And only a total don't no need to do the totaling also. Let it be as it is. Okay, this you are going to keep it like this. And here you are going to write down income and income from subscription for the year ended 2014-15. You can mention in the bracket income and expenditure account. Okay, this is how it will be treated. Subscription will be treated in the receipts and payment account. So yeah, subscription will be treated in the income and expenditure account. I hope all of you have understood the class and you have enjoyed it. In the next video, we'll learn more about this subscription, as well as we'll be learning about some additional items also. Till then, take care of your studies, take care of yourself, and have a good time. Bye bye.